Hello everyone, it is DV's Bricks here, and today is my alternative build for the LEGO Hydro Man Attack Set 76129, and, so hold on, I just have to get a hair out, okay. So this is the hotel that the whole group of students is staying in. I tried to base it off the one from the first Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, because they were in a gondola, and they pulled up, and then they were able to get into a hotel. Now, you'll be happy to know I kept the gondola build the same and the Hydro Man build the same, so nothing really special about those. It's just they go around here, and then here's the little dock, so then I may as well start with over here. So let me get these figures off here. So over here is the little dock where the gondola can go, and then they can climb out of it, and then there's some stairs here, and then you gotta just put them like this. And then they enter the cafe, which basically it still has the coffee machine in it. And then they go and they sit down out here in the same spot, and then they get their coffee. Still got the newspaper and the pizza slice. So it doesn't explode this time. And then you got the lamp, the flowers, and then over here we have the rat with the pizza slice and the diamond, not the flower. So then I took apart the bridge to make, like, the second floor. Now, in the trailer, they had windows, but they were already being used for here, because I didn't really take apart the cafe. And then I was like, well, why don't we try it with the windows? And I did, and it wasn't as tall, so I didn't have enough room. And then the top feature didn't work, and I was like, oh, well, then it needs to be like this. So I was like, let's make it look old and bricky, and put some spider webs over it. So if you actually look over here, there's a big web right here. And then over here, there's actually a hole. I did that on purpose, so the web's covering that. And then there's another hole over here that you can't really see right now, and I just broke that off. There's another hole right here that the web's covering up. And then we got a big old plant here. And then this is just there for, like, extra detail. And then we got a little green plant here. I don't know if you guys seen what I was talking about here, but I have, yeah, there's a hole there. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and lift it up a little bit higher now. So now over here we have a spider web. Now you might be wondering, well, why is there a spider web there? And why is it able to move? Well, you'll see, because it's covering up a button, which I will show you the feature of in just a second. Before I do, here is their hotel room. Now I know it's pretty basic, but the pieces were limited. But it's able to fit one person on the bed, and then one person can be standing over here. For example, I'm just going to use Mysterio. So he's watching him sleep, which is creepy. But no, so then you might be wondering, well, what's this piece up here? Well, actually, if you put Mysterio up here, and say, for example, he's fighting Hydro Man, right? If Hydro Man punches him up in the air, and then he falls through the roof, well, if you want to do that, you just pull this spider web down here, and then you just go ahead and pull this, and it opens up the trap door. Which is what in the original set was used for the exploding feature, but I didn't really like that, so I was like, let's use it for the feature it was meant to be, a trap door. And it's a different color, so it looks like the color of the roof. So if you want to make it look like he's being thrown through the roof, you just drop him and then pull it the right second. Yeah, and it looks like he literally just busted through. So then he can either land right here, or most of the time he falls off all the way, but that's okay. So then you just easily reset that by lifting that up, pushing that back, and then put this here, so then it cannot come out. It can still come out, it's just like you're supposed to pull it, so just be careful with that. So yeah, Peter can go in his bed right here, and if you want to actually do something funny with that, here, let me switch him to a scared expression. You can actually do something kind of funny with this. So you just lay him down with his scare face on, take Hydro Man, put him up here on top of the roof, right there, right here, and bend him back a little bit, and then pull it. He's watching him sleep. Isn't that creepy? Like, I was like, you could use this idea for, like, Lego horror film stop motions, yeah. And I can't get any higher for the roof, so I'll just tip it like this. So first off, I am going to need Peter for this part. So up here on the roof, it does have, like, a castle-ish look to it, as you saw here. Let me turn it around. See, it's got kind of a castle-ish look, but it's an old hotel. So then Peter can go up on the roof, and, like, he's actually turning into Spider-Man up here, because if you take this off, his mask is actually in there. Now, originally, this box thing was down here where this dock is, and also the tower from the original set, like, the little tower on top of the cafe, that was actually right here, but then I was like, Well, in the trailer, that wasn't there, and also that's a separate, like, landmark already. So then it was like, well, why would that be on top of a hotel, you know? So there are quite a few spare parts, including the pieces from the tower, but I really do like this build, and somehow it's leaning and sitting on its own. But yeah, so then you got Peter's hat in there, and then you can take it out, and then he's transforming into Spider-Man. Or if you want to keep his identity secret, just put that back on, and put this on, and there you go. And then he can start to smile again, or go down and drink some coffee, or whatever, or you can go to sleep. So, yeah, that is my Lego Spider-Man Far From Home Hydro Man set, Hydro Man Attack alternative build. I was only able to come up with one. There was the hotel before this where that had, like, the tower with it, and it had something different over here. And then I was like, well, I need to make it more realistic, like, because they pulled up on a dock, so I gotta do that. Also, I didn't mention these, but these are just the normal web pieces. There's nowhere for Peter to grab with this other than his own web, so you can use that. What is on this? Oh, would you look at that, guys? Lego's not, treating this. There's dirt. There's dirt on this. What is that? Huh? That's not for me, I can tell you right now. It's not working. Come on. Okay. So, yeah, so he can't really grab onto anything with this, but he obviously can use this web, and you can just keep that up there if you want, but that's pretty lame. So yeah, and then you got the little sewer thing down here. Also, the structure in here is not the best. As you can see, like, there's bricks in there, and then the bottom, you gotta be careful, because if you pick it up and you're pushing on the bottom platforms, they will come apart, so be careful with that. So if you like this alternative build, well, I'm sorry to inform you, but the tutorial is not in this video. Okay, so you might be wondering, so when you were unboxing this set, why was the quality only in 360? That's because I spent a whole 3 days trying to export the video in high quality, because the editor I use, it gives you low, medium, or high. High is 720, medium is 360, and then low is 144. I was like, well, because, like, the high was taking, like, 4 hours, and then it would get halfway done and say, error occurred, because I ran out of storage, or it would just literally say error occurred, and I got so mad. And so then I was like, okay, let's do medium quality, maybe it will be kind of better. And it was just, that's out of focus. It was in 360p, which is not the second best. Second best, I think, it's like 520 or something like that. 580, yeah, 580. That's the second best, but 360's before that one. So, unfortunately, that wasn't in the best quality, so I apologize for that. But this one should be. But I can't have these videos, like these tutorials, being so long. Because, like, the speed build of that took me, like, 45 minutes. Mainly because I have a camera in front of me, and then I gotta, like, let that record and make sure I don't knock it over. So if this camera was not in front of me while I was doing the speed build, like, if I built a built-off camera, it would have been in 20 minutes. Guaranteed. But I think you guys like speed builds. I like the speed builds, so that's why I'm doing them. Oh, sorry. I'm tired. I have, like, 30 minutes till I gotta go to bed. But this video is already too long, in my opinion, for this. Because, so like, the whole 45, like, there was a cut in between the speed build because my phone started to die. Like, it said, low battery, stopping the recording. So then I had to plug it in, and the camera kind of turned this way, so I had to move the whole set over. So that's why there was a cut in the middle of the speed build. And as you saw, I didn't build anything before I kept going. Like, I still hadn't built MJ yet, and then you guys saw me build her. So, yeah, I'm getting better with the speed builds, but a 45-minute long video that was, like, shortened down, still, technically, to my editing app, it still thinks it's 45 minutes long, so that's why it was taking so long. Because I was like, wait a minute, it's never taken 4 hours, like, what the fuck? So, yeah, unfortunately, it's not in the high quality, but that was a speed build. This is an alternative build, which I have to show me building piece by piece. I can't speed it up. So it has to be at the normal speed, otherwise you guys would be like, wait, this piece, and then you gotta slow it down, and then that takes longer. So, yeah, I can't, so yeah, I'm gonna have to, so the tutorial for this is coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And as you guys are probably thinking, oh, he's just trying to hit 10 minutes. I don't have ads, so I can't really, I can hit whatever amount of time I want. And also, just a little quick, my favorite feature about this is the height is like the mask compartment. You guys can't really see it. Alright, and the mask didn't fall out. Wow. It was hard to decide between the chapter and the mask part, but I like the mask. What do you guys think? What's your favorite feature about this? The little dock, the bedroom, the mask compartment, or the trapdoor? And this guy's still my favorite minifigure of the whole set. Also, I have some cool news here. Actually, let me move this out of here for a second. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of, a special video coming out. That will show you guys how, all 4 of the elementals in Lego. So, this guy is from the Spider Crawler set. So, if you have that set, then you have an elemental already. And then this guy is from his own set, the Multiman set. So, if you actually have that set, so if you have all 3 of these sets, you have 3 out of the 4 elementals. I'll go ahead and move this up. Oh no, I can just move it back. There we go. So, yeah, there's that. And then, oh, wait, yeah, no, I'll show you. So, I'm currently working on the Wind Elemental, which in the second new trailer, it was taller than the London Bridge, which, that means it's bigger than Multiman. So, I'm actually gonna have to hold the camera on this one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at this. I was lucky enough to find this piece. I've been searching for this piece for a while, and I was like, that's perfect for him, because he had, like, a skullish face. So he's gonna be bigger, and, I thought that one of the elementals was gonna be, like, green. But then again, Wind is, like, a grayish. Now, when I first saw the trailer, I thought that was Sandman, Hydro Man, and Multiman all combined, because it had fire in there. And then I saw the tornadoes, and I was like, wait, is that Wind, or is that all of them combined? And then I seen a truck explode, and the tornadoes absorbed the fire. And I was like, oh, that's right, because tornadoes can turn into fire wheels, which is what, like, tornadoes that are on fire are called. And they have to absorb fire in order to do that. So, no, that was the Wind Elemental. So, so technically, we got to see the Wind Elemental in the first trailer, just not in full, probably because of how big it is. But, so they're all huge, but Wind is the biggest, and then Multiman's second biggest, and then I think Sandman's third, and then I think Hydro Man's the smallest. Well, in Lego form, Sandman's the smallest, but in real life, I think Hydro Man's the smallest because he's made of water and he doesn't really use legs in the trailer. It just all like this. Yeah. I talk too much. I'm out of breath now. So, I'm sorry, but stay tuned for the tutorial coming tomorrow. I'm not going to have an introduction. It's just going to be music playing and the tutorial. So, stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you can know if I ever post a new video. I'm so close to 230 subscribers. Like, guys, please, like I said, if we hit 300 subscribers before the end of the year, I will do a collaboration with another, like, Lego YouTuber, like a bigger one. Now, when I say collaboration, I don't mean they're going to be in the video. I mean, we'll probably make a build together and then both share it. So, peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.